This is a morning at a dispersed campsite about an hour outside of Tucson, Arizona. I spent the night out on my tarp, in my sleeping bag, right underneath the moon and the stars. It was very beautiful. Once I got up in the morning, I did a very important task, which was to climb a tree. And after climbing that tree, I decided to leave and go do my laundry in town. So I left on this very bumpy dirt road to drive back into Tucson.
I'm out in Tucson today, but I mean, it's more like too hot. It is sweltering.
I am from the South, and I'm used to hot, but what the heck was this? I was blindsided. I was lied to. I thought October was a cool month, but here I was in Arizona realizing that that was just not the case, and that summer apparently just never leaves when you get down to this part of the Southwest.
My laundry's going over there in the building over there, and while it's drying, I thought I might just show what I brought with me in my car. And also, I have to hang up stuff that doesn't go in the dryer. It will dry so quickly out here. This is the little clothesline that I made for my stuff to dry on.
So, do you know how many videos I've taken of trying to show like what I brought with me in my car? I had literally only been gone and living in my car for 3 weeks at this point, but I decided that I had it like all figured out. That was not the case. So I'm not going to show you the footage of what was in my car at the time because you can clearly see it's just like overflowing. It was too much to show. It was also just super boring. So this is what it looked like after I organized it. And on this day, it actually looked really good and put together. But I swear if I took everything out to show you, it was just too much. So I was in Tucson, as I said, too hot. So I wanted to leave. And I decided that I would just drive up to Flagstaff, which resulted in me doing this kind of like weird U-ey. Because I had been in Phoenix and then I drove down to Tucson and then I went immediately back up through Phoenix to Flagstaff. And I was a little bit outside of Flagstaff when I stopped at a rest stop for the day and the night. And I kind of like explored a little bit around Flagstaff. I was just kind of like driving along the side of the road and looking at some cool things. These things, whatever they are so cool. But look on the horizon. This first like month of me being on the road, I had no clue where I was going to end up or where I actually wanted to go every day. And so it kind of resulted in me just driving and trying to find something I liked, which was problematic in its own right because then I liked everything and I wanted to go everywhere. But, and then I ended up just kind of like seeing things from a distance. But it is wild how vast the West is. Whenever I was driving on a road out there, I was like, whoa, and a mountain there and another mountain there. So it was just a lot of driving for a couple of days until I actually ended up in Flagstaff and I went to a dispersed campsite there and set up my hammock for the first time. Look how nice this is. This is nice, right? No, wrong. It was so cold that night. And I was not ready for that at all because I'd been in freaking Tucson where it was so hot. So I immediately went from like July to December in my mind. I did stay the night at this dispersed campsite, but since it got too cold, I had to leave my hammock and get into my car. In the morning, I woke up to go hike a trail in Sedona, Arizona, which is a little bit south of Flagstaff, down State Highway 89A. This was a gorgeous route to take. It was really difficult to find parking, so I drove around for a while. And I finally found a somewhat okay place to park. I was not sure if I was going to get towed, but I decided to just go ahead and go onto the trail anyways. So here's the footage of me on the beautiful A.B. Young Trail in Sedona, Arizona.
We're going this way. Let's go across this creek. I think over there is going to be the best option. Made it across to the other side. Now I just got to find where the rest of the trail goes. So I understand this trail is mostly a series of switchbacks. Steady climb, and then it'll be steady coming down. But this ecosystem is just beautiful. So I think I'm really gonna enjoy it. And we've got shade from the trees. Fantastic. Am I going up there? I don't know. It's steep already. Taking my first break at about 0.6 miles. This is the view. I've been sitting by these nice bushes. I have no clue what type of bushes these are. I just put sunscreen on. I counted on the app. I have 24 switchbacks to still do. I've done like 4 or 5. So it actually is a lot of switchbacks and not as much shade up here. Also, I've been thinking the whole time that I've been on this break. Look at all that, like, okay, do you see the mountains over there? There's like these patches of extreme, like, loose rock with no trees. I wonder how steep that is. This is impossible. It seems impossible. These switchbacks are really, really difficult. I'm 0.8 miles in, which means that until I get to the top, I have about like 1.5 miles. So I definitely think I can do it. After I just said it's impossible. I'm really excited to make it to the top because this is a very brutal trail. I am already exhausted. Beautiful. I'm feeling good. Whoa. Time for break number 3. Made it a mile. Look at this. I said, whoa. And then I looked down and I said, no, no. I made it up the switchbacks. So, got 0.8 miles till I get to the top. Gotta be really careful here. Oh my gosh. These plants look really shiny. like they might be wet, but they feel really hard. Hey, got to the red rocks. Ooh, fall colors. I just gasped. Look. Oh my gosh. What? No. Oh my goodness. What? Look at all the birds. What? This is so beautiful. I made it to the top, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm like really, really tuckered out. Look at that. Okay, bye-bye, top of the mountain. We're going down. Switchbacks, here we come. Got like 30 of them to do, and then we'll be down. What? Okay, it's butt time. Whee! I probably could have done that without sliding, but
It was fun. Back on par with the power lines. This is beautiful coming back down. Guys, my car's still here. Victory. Woo!